Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Obviously, if you can't tell, I'm in a dirty shirt. I'm in a different space than I usually am. This is where I usually am when I'm doing my Twitch stuff. I'm using my Twitch mic. Um, and that's just simply because I just didn't feel like this video needed to be filmed in front of studio lights, and it did not need to be filmed in a space where I don't really feel comfortable right now. And we're going to get into that, but I just want to make a quick disclaimer that this video could be triggering to a lot of people. I'm going to be touching on subjects that are very triggering and kind of triggering to me. So if I cry, I'm sorry. I cannot help it. But I feel like I've been needing to talk about these things for a while because they've been weighing on my mind since October of last year. Not a matter of fact, since June of last. Shit. For 22 years of my life. And by the way, I'm going to try not to edit this video down as much as I can. I know I can ramble a lot, so I'm going to try not to edit it down, but if it is edited down, it's because I talk too much. But most of you know that there has been like a constant elephant in the room when it comes to my channel since maybe January of this year. And that's basically what I'm going to be talking about. One of the things I'm going to be talking about in this video. And I'm fucking petrified. And I've gone through so many ways I can talk about this stuff in my head and like what's the right way to say this and what's the right way to say that. And I still don't know what's the right way about going with this video, but I'm just going to wing it and hope that it lands and it makes sense. It's no secret that last year was a pretty fucking shitty year for me, the end of last year. And that's no one's fault but my own. And I just don't know how to organize this video in a way to where it makes sense. Let me just start from the beginning. Before my scandal last year, I was already going through a lot of stuff. I was already dealing with, I was in a very toxic relationship with a very abusive partner, mentally, verbally, and emotionally. And I felt trapped in that relationship, and there was times where I didn't even know if I was allowed to break up with this person because I felt like they'd be a danger to me or a danger to themselves. And that was why I left to North Carolina last year in September for 2 weeks, was because the only way I felt like there was a way out of that relationship where I didn't get hurt and I couldn't watch someone hurt themselves, or Am I already about to cry? Ew. The only way I felt like there was a way out of that relationship is if I escaped to a place where I felt safe and that person couldn't get near me. Where I felt like I could easily just break up with them through the phone and I didn't have to deal with their manipulation and stuff like that. So that's why I left for North Carolina for 2 weeks, was to finally get out of a relationship that was so toxic that it was, you guys have seen later on what this person's done to me on social media, in January and stuff like that. Like, you guys know that it's no secret at this point that this person was pretty fucking toxic. Sorry if I smile through this. This is how I cope. Like, ha ha ha, my life fucking sucks. So I was dealing with that person that was really fucking awful. And then during this time, I am experiencing horrible health problems. I am in and out of the hospital in doctor visits for my eating disorder, which was anorexia. And I was basically in and out of the ER for, why am I tearing up? This is so stupid. I was in and out of the ER for passing out due to low blood sugar and malnourishment. And I was experiencing panic attacks every other day. I couldn't sleep at night. I was shaking all the time. And it only got worse because literally 2 weeks later, after I broke up with my boyfriend, I was in a massive scandal. Not really that massive, but like massive for me, my biggest scandal. Because I poked my nose where it shouldn't have been. I played all the sides that I could have played. I was just a very toxic, immature person, and there's not much I can go into detail about without rehashing stuff that doesn't need to be rehashed and bring in people that don't want to be brought into something and it's a dead issue. I know Jeffrey's moved on. I'm still trying to move on. I know other people that were in on it behind the scenes have moved on, and I still can't move on because it still affects me every single day. Um, and when that massive scandal happened, I got worse with my eating disorder, which you could tell by my comeback video, where people in the comments made it very clear to me that I looked like I was dying. So thank you for that, guys. It's just like when you're in a high stress situation like that, like I already have an eating disorder, so being stressed out, I just wasn't eating. So it was a hard month for me. Um, and that's, again, I want to make it clear that I'm not trying to make people feel bad for me for that. Like that whole situation's my fault, and anything that happened because of that is my fault. Um, so moving on from that, I've been jaded by that situation. I haven't been able to move on. And there's a point to this video, by the way. I just need to clear the elephant in the room that's on my channel, and this is what this video is. And I don't want to, I'm trying to get it to the point, I'm trying to get to the point as fast as possible because I know people just don't want to watch a 40-minute video of me talk about the stuff that we've been to. So a month after that scandal and stuff like that, I've been kind of feeling like I'm not good enough. I lost a lot of friends. I didn't, rightfully so. Listen, I'm not saying that I didn't deserve any of the stuff that I got. I'm saying it fucked me up mentally. That's what I'm saying. I got in a really dark place mentally as far as like I felt like I wasn't good enough. And I don't blame the scandal for putting me in this place. I blame myself and I blame what's been going on prior to the scandal mentally that I've been vocal about at the time, or sort of vocal about. And you guys knew before the scandal that I wasn't really in a good place. And it just got worse. This is really I'm like cringing. I don't want to talk about this, but I know I have to. I know I have to talk about this. After all that happened, a month went by, and I posted my comeback video, whatever, and I just still felt like I wasn't good enough. I felt useless. I felt like I was sick all the time. I felt like I was depressed. I felt like there was always something going wrong, and I felt like I was losing control over my life. And I just really felt really fucking sad, to be honest. And one night, I don't know if I want to talk about this. At the end of November, I had a very dark week mentally. A lot of things behind the scenes happened. A lot of people left me. My fault, again. A lot of just shitty things happened. And one night, in the middle of the night, I got in my car. And I always go for my midnight. I literally go like almost every single night to clear my head and listen to music. I'll go in my car, bump some music, and that was one of those nights where I just felt like I just need to get in my car and drive and just come back in a few hours and just get things off my head. And this one night, I was just in a very, very dark place. Like my thoughts just kept getting darker and darker and darker. And I kept going faster and faster and faster. And there was like a wall, like just like a brick wall, not really like concrete wall. And I was just staring at it. And my foot kept going like more and more on the pedal. And I was fully prepared in that moment to end it all. It was the weirdest fucking thing. It was like almost as if someone else was in the fucking car with me that just said stop. It was a voice that I've never heard before and it just said, stop. And literally, I did crash my car a little bit. Like there was like a dent in the front of it, but it was not as much as what it could have been. And that was just like one of those moments where I realized that I put so much of my ego and my pride and my self worth into my job and my career and in my creativity and what I work on. And I know a lot of other artists and creators feel the same way. That moment, it was just like, I'm not worth anything on this earth. No one cares about me. And I literally have no purpose on this earth. Literally zero purpose. There's no reason for me to be here. I kind of got out of it a little bit. Like I was like, you know what? I shake it off, shake it off. That was just like a flub up, let's get back on this journey. Like I was gaining weight, my anorexia was getting better. You guys were noticing it. I was getting spray tans. I got a fresh new haircut. I was like, you know what? I want to switch up my content. I hired a whole team of people. I hired, a videographer, an editor, an assistant, the content team, like a whole team of people to help me with my content and to help create really cool shit that isn't just the negative stuff. I wanted to separate myself away from being the negative Nancy, the shady person, because that person is what led me to be the person that I was in those voice memos that Jeffree Star shared. To be the person that was playing this person and this person and this person, trying to be on this person's good side and this person's good side and try to, do this person dirty because they did me dirty. It was like I don't know how clear it was to a lot of people, but I was in a very negative and toxic mindset. And I was like, you know what? I don't want my career and the thing that I care most to be about, my legacy, to be some negative bitch on social media. And I wanted to switch up my content and be completely different and do cool things and innovate cool things and make things that people really wanted to see and that had substance to it. Like Battle of the Brands, where it was just like a whole series idea, and like Extreme Makeup Wear Test, where it's jumping out of a fucking plane to test long wear makeup, dunking in the ocean with great white sharks, something I haven't done yet because I can't afford it, but dunking in the ocean with great white sharks to test waterproof makeup. Like, I put so much time, and at this time, my social blade is still red, and it's still red to this day, where I'm losing all these subscribers. Every time I upload, I'm losing subscribers. So at this time, every time I post a video, it was really negative for me. It was a sad time for me. I still to this day do not go on my channel to check my views. I still to this day just post a video and go. I don't even comment anymore. I don't even I'll maybe the first 10 minutes I'll like comments, but I can't because it's so triggering to me because it makes me feel like a loser and a failure. I spent thousands of dollars on equipment, thousands of dollars on nice cameras and trying to do those close-up things, and I just kept noticing that my views kept going down and that people didn't really care and like no one really watched the stuff. And I gotta be honest with you guys, like as a YouTuber, we look at the views and we take views very seriously. If we see a video not do well, we take it as you guys don't care about that video. You don't care about that kind of content. You don't want to see that content. I took it harshly. And again, I had to reiterate the fact that I have an immature thought process. Like, I put so much of my self-worth and my pride and my ego in my career, and I've done it for so long, and to me, views equal success and me doing the right thing and making positive, advances in my career. Same thing with getting sponsorships and opportunities and doing this and that. That means progress, growth, and all I saw was depletion. And at this time, I wasn't taking full responsibility as to that being my own fault. I wasn't taking into consideration, well, Thomas, you hurt a lot of people. And it wasn't just the people, it wasn't just Jeffree Star who you hurt. It wasn't just, Manny or Laura or this person or that person who you hurt. You hurt a lot of people. You hurt an entire audience. You lost a lot of people's respect. And I didn't process that at the time. I was just like, well, I didn't lie, and like, fuck you bitches, and like, blah, blah, blah. I was still having an immature thought process on it. And it wasn't until this moment when I had to let go of my team, because I couldn't afford them anymore, because I had finally started to reap what I sowed back in October with losing opportunities. I was taken off of, I lost affiliate codes, I lost like anything I could lose, I lost it. And I was like, okay, well, people obviously don't like the new content that I'm doing, so let me do something like what I usually do. Let me bring back the furry pink backdrop. Let me, do this, and let me do a full face of first impressions where I'm fucking overly shady for a product for no reason. Like when a product I don't like, when I see a product I don't like, I'm gonna call it fucking trash and throw it off to the side because that's what people live for. And I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna revert to the Thomas that people watched before because that's what everyone liked me as. And it wasn't until that moment, after I posted that video and 2 hours later, and I saw that video wasn't doing well either. In fact, it was doing worse than videos prior. That I realized this is no one's fault but your own, Thomas. No one did this to you. You did this to yourself. And this is something that isn't just a new thing for me in my life. I am so used to self-sabotaging and so fucking used to fucking up my own life. And there was ways that I coped with it in the past that aren't healthy. I've been addicted to painkillers. I've been addicted to alcohol. I've been addicted to self-harm. And that day when I posted that video and I saw it do horrible, and I know this is so dramatic for people, but I can't, it's just how I am. It's just how my brain works. I put so much effort and love and time and energy into this stuff, and it is me. This is me. Everything I post and produce and the makeup looks that I do, the art that I create, it's me. It's Thomas Hubbard. It's not Thomas Hubbard the YouTuber. It's Thomas Hubbard. When I create, and I just got like so do people not like me anymore? Is this really the end? Is this the point where it's again that I'm not good enough? It's again where I'm unlikable and everyone hates me and that I fucked my life up again? Thomas Halbert, you fucked up your fucking life again? You ruined everything for yourself again? And I need to put this in perspective for you guys. I had the golden ticket last year. I was on the fast track to money that people could only dream to have. I was on the fast track to opportunities and opening and lanes being opened up for myself that people could only imagine that they had offered to them. But there was only one person that ruined that for me, and that was Thomas Halbert. And that day, when I posted that video, I don't know what happened to make me realize that, but it sent me over the fucking edge. Literally over the fucking edge. And I got in my bathroom. I went to my bathroom, cried on the floor, and for the first time in 2 years, I cut myself again. The point of this video was to explain the reason why there has been a constant elephant in the room with my channel and why I've been gone and why haven't I been posting. And the honest fucking truth of the matter is that every time I post a video, I feel so depressed, and it reminds me and it triggers me of what a fucking failure I feel like, what a fucking loser I feel like, because I made one of the biggest mistakes of my life thus far. And I relive it every single day in my head. Every single fucking day in my head. So every time I post a video, I just feel awful. I feel fucking horrible, and it gets feeling like that gets really draining very fast. And I keep saying, "Oh, I'm gonna post a video this week. I'm gonna post twice this week. It's back to a normal schedule." And then, and then those that anxiety comes up again. That, oh my god, okay. So do I post a shady video? Do I post this video? Do I post this video? No one's gonna watch this, and if I can't look at those views. I can't look at that. I can't see that because I know I'm gonna feel like a failure, and I can get back into a dark place, a place that I shouldn't be in. I feel like I'm getting a handle on it, and I feel like this video is going to be the perfect way for me to fix this because I'm letting it out. I'm addressing it. I'm processing it. I'm making it known. And this is like a reminder to myself that I don't know, but it got really bad. And I still have these moments where I'm just like, is this even worth it? Do I deserve this? Am I even welcomed here anymore? And it's like, I know it's easy to like, and people just say like, focus on the people that still love you, and like, but it's so hard because like every time I go on the internet and every time I do something, it's always like, well, Thomas Hubbard did this, and Thomas Hubbard is this, and he did this, and he's this way, and he's a fucking awful person, and he doesn't deserve anything that he's. And it's just like, when you see that almost all the time, it gets really hard because oh, I'm not gonna cry. God, it just gets so fucking hard. Because I promise you, no one, not a single person on this planet hates me more than I hate myself. I swear to God, there's not a single person on this planet that hates me more than I hate myself and the things that I've done and the way that I've behaved. There's not a single person that hates it more than I do and that wishes that I could change it and apologize over and over and over again to the people that I've hurt. And it's not because, oh, I've lost views and it's because I feel like every single day I feel like a fucking awful person. Sorry, 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 I'm gonna cut this out. I don't need this in here. Every single day I feel like an awful person. Every day I feel like I failed myself. I failed my audience. I failed people that cared about me. I just feel like a constant failure and it drives me insane. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just don't I just don't know how to fix it because I don't know. I don't know. So I just thought I'd let you guys know that I'm going to keep fighting and I'm going to keep working hard. I'm in therapy and that I'm trying to get back on a very positive path so I don't have to let you guys down anymore. Um, and I'm going to continue to be growing and changing and I don't know how many times I can say sorry for fucking up and being a failure to you guys and to other people, but I am sorry. And again, this is not like a woe is me, like feel bad for Thomas. This is just like I need to explain why I've just been off of YouTube and off of Instagram and not being consecutive. I just need to explain it because people keep asking me and people keep being like, oh, Thomas, can't keep his promises. Thomas can't do this. And it's just like, I feel like shit. I feel like shit. And there's days where I still can't go to sleep at night because I'm staying up till 6 a.m. fucking panicking. There's times where I just fuck, just fuck. So, um, I'm gonna try, and I'm gonna continue to try, and I'm not gonna give up, and I'm gonna keep righting my wrongs, and I'm gonna keep apologizing and trying to be a better person. God, now I'm one of those YouTubers that's crying on camera. Fuck. Okay, um, that's basically the point of this video, and just giving you guys like an in-depth reasoning as to why I just haven't really been on and trying to explain my situation and that I'm gonna try. I had a whole other video that I was gonna post today, but I can't go another day posting a video or uploading a YouTube video or posting an Instagram video or Instagram picture or writing another fucking tweet asking what product you want to review without I just can't do it without just explaining to my audience and to the people that care about me why I've just been off and not back to regular Thomas, back to normal Thomas. Um, so if you watch this video, I appreciate it all the way through. I love you guys, and yeah, I hope this video, the point of the video was clear and concise. My brain is so scrambled. Yeah, I love you guys, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye, guys.